Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we are going to take a look at rigging a character's head inside Hitfilm Express. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty long tutorial, so I'm just going to start real quick. The first thing that you want to do is you want to create your character. So I'm using Gravit Designer. You can use your own software, vector software. Heck, you can even use Photoshop or GIMP if you want to, but I'm using Gravit Designer. It's a free tool to use. And then what you have to do is you need to create your character inside the tool, but if you're feeling lazy, then you can download this flat avatar set. I got this from freepik.com. I'll put the link in the description. You can then search for people avatars and get all these free to use avatars. And the problem with this is that once you download them, it will be a zip file and you need to extract them, and once you extract it, you'll get the AI file and the EPS file. Now if you're using a software other than Gravit Designer, then you are pretty much good to go, but for Gravit Designer users, AI and EPS file types are not supported, so you need to convert these file types to SVG format to use them inside this program. So you can use this, go to this website cloudconvert.com, and you can just drag in your AI file, and from this list you can go to vector and select the SVG option, and then click on start conversion, and then your conversion will start, and then you just have to download that file. And once you download it, it will be an SVG file. Again, you will open up inside a Gravit Designer, and then you'll have something like this, and as you can see, you'll get this layer. It's a single layer and it's a group, so just right click on it and click on split selection, or you can press shift control G to do that. So shift control G and it will split the selection, and as you can see, we have more groups inside the layers panel, so we need to do this one more time. Shift control G and you get all these layers paths. So then you need to choose which one you want to select as your character. I'm going to use this one, and then you can just basically rubber band select all these characters and delete them one by one, and then you can just get rid of this and get rid of that and that as well. Then you are left with this guy, and you just basically have to scale him up. You can see our page dimensions, it's 1000 by 1000. Make sure your page dimension is same as the dimension of your Hitfilm composition or closer than that, so that when we export these images, it will be high quality images. All right, so then you scale them up, and then what I did was I basically renamed all these layers. You can see my hair layer is right here, and I just renamed that to hair, neck, body, and it's basically rename all these layers, and it's going to help you create the animation when you drag them inside the Hitfilm Express, because we will be able to know which layer is what. So then you just have to export all these layers into their own PNG format. So for example, if this is a hair layer, we want this to be in a separate file. So to do that, we'll just hit Control A to select these layers, and then we'll hit this add export icon. And once you click that, you just go to export options, and then you have these three options, whether you want to export the whole canvas, the selection, or the assets. So we have all these selected, so we're gonna go to selection, and we can change the format here. So we want PNG format because we want to retain the transparency. Size is 1x, and background we don't want to change that as well, so maybe we want it to be completely transparent, and export all, and then we just have to click on export option and just browse for the location where you want to save these files. I have already done that. You can see right here, it's all these layers are now right here, and then we just go inside our Hitfilm Express, choose a template, click on start compositing, and once it opens up, you need to drag in all your images inside Hitfilm Express like that. Now the first thing that we'll do is we'll click on this options icon, and we'll change the background color to something other than black, so that we can see what we are doing with our animation. And then we also go to settings, and we'll also change the duration of our animation to be it doesn't need to be too long, so let's just go with let's just go with 12 for now. Then we can later on change the speed of our animation. So let's just put in 12 right there, and I'll click on OK. And then we'll start by dragging in our body PNG image like so, and then we can just put it right at the bottom like that. And then we will drag in our neck image and put it at the underneath the body PNG layer. We can just bring it right there, and we can just select it and try to be precise with this like so. And then we have the right color and the left color, but let's just not bother about that. We won't be animating the neck or the body. We won't be animating that. All we'll be animating is the head, the eyes, ears, and the hair. So let's just bring in the head, which is right here. So just put it at the top. Then we can just put it somewhere over here. Then we have the neck shadow. This layer will go under our head layer, and we can just drag it down and put it somewhere over there. You can see we have this nice depth in our animation. And then we can just bring in our eyes. So I'll just select the right eye and the left eye, and select these both and drag it onto the timeline. And now we can just move it somewhere over here, and I'll just select just the left eye, hold the shift key and tap the left arrow key maybe like 18 times. So let's just do that. Well, not 18, so let's just keep it at 19. Not 19, just 9 steps. So you can just see we have the position at -100. So we just go to the right eye and type in the position. This time we'll type in +100 like that. All right, now we'll just grab in our mouth layer and just put it somewhere over here. And then we'll drag in the left ear and the right ear at the same time, and then we can just put it somewhere over here. Now I'll just select the left ear and drag it to the left. So let's see, something like that. So let's see what's the value there. -182. We'll just copy that, go to our right ear, transform, position, will paste the 182 value, but we'll just remove the negative sign from it. So now our ear is on the right side. And this guy is bald, so if you want to keep him bald, you're free to do that. But I'm just going to import the hair layer, which is right here. It's going to put it right at the bottom of everything. So its hair is going behind the body. So we'll just put the hair somewhere over here. And then we have the hair line as well. It's renamed to compound shape. So we'll just rename that to hairline. And this will go somewhere over here. Okay, so we have our shape ready, and it's a good time to save your composition right at this point. And but I'm not going to bother about that. So let's create a new point layer, and then we can select all these layers except the point layer, and we can just parent it to the point layer. Now let's go inside the point layer and scale it down like that, and we can just move it around as well. Now we can just get rid of the point layer. Okay, so now it's time to animate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in position in the search field right here, and it will give me all these position layers, position values of all these layers. So make sure to play this at the first frame of a video. I'll create a position keyframe on all these layers. There's no shortcut to doing this. You have to do this one by one, and keep on clicking it like that. And then we can just move forward 10 frames, and then we can basically create an animation. So we want to make this guy look to the left. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to search for the mouth, the right ear, and the left ear. I'm going to select these three, and then I'll just did I select the right ear? No, not the right ear. The mouth, the left eye, and the right eye. I'm going to select these three, and I'll just move these to the right side like that. So now this guy is looking to the right, and don't worry about this, we will fix it in a moment. So now we'll select the head PNG and we'll move that to the right as well. So let's do something like 15 pixels. And now we have the right ear, so we can see it's overlapping our eye, so we need to move it to the right, but not by much, so let's just keep it somewhere over there. And then we have the left eye, which is right here. Just select that, and we can just left eye, not the left eye, left ear, we can just drag it to the left, something like that. Okay, and this overlapping, so to fix this, well, basically what we can do is, well, you can either move the right ear more towards the right side, or you can just select the left eye and you can just, not the left eye, the right eye, so it's right here. We can just move it over to the left. So it's up to you what you want to do. So I'm just going to keep it as it is. So I'm just going to change the position of the right eye, so it's still looking to the left side. And then we have our hairline, we need to change that position as well, so let's just bring it somewhere over here. All right, so pretty cool. Okay, or maybe let's just do, oops, let's just do 15%, 15 pixels, sorry. Okay, so we have something like that. So this guy is now looking to the right side, you can see like that. And then want this animation or this guy to look to the right for 10 more frames. So we'll just move 10 frames forward, and we can just basically copy all these keyframes. Oh, by the way, before we do that, we need to change the hair position as well. So just go to the 10th frame of your video, and we can just basically, let me just first of all mute my phone real quick. Yeah, now we can just change the position, and this guy is looking to the right, so we need the hair movement to be in the opposite direction, so something like that. You can see now we have something like that. And now we can just move 10 frames forward, and there's no, you can just simply copy all these keyframes and paste them over to this playhead position, because when you do that, you see that it creates all these layers. So there's no shortcut, you just have to simply, you know, keep on doing this, copying and pasting the keyframes one by one. So this process is pretty tiring, so but you just have to, if you want to create this animation, you got to do that. So just copy and paste it, copy paste and copy paste again. All right, so then we just move 10 frames forward, and now this time we'll make this guy look to the left or his right. And for that, we will first of all, what we'll do is we'll copy all these keyframes, the first keyframe. So we'll just copy and paste that, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy paste. Keep on doing that for all these layers. And do now we can see that we are not touching the neck shadow, the body and the neck, so just leave them as they are. Okay, so now it's back to its original position, looking right at the camera and smiling for no reason. So we'll just make him look to the left. So for that, we'll just select the mouth, the left eye and the right eye, and we'll just move it to the left, something like that, maybe right over here. Okay, and then we will also move our head layer, which is right here, and we can just move that to -15 like that. And then we have our hairline, so we'll just move that as well. Like that. And our left ear is completely vanished, so let's just change its position so that we can see it properly, like that. And our right ear will go to the right side just a bit, like that. And what else? Oh, we need to change the hair position as well. So let's just do that. Now this guy is looking to the left, so we need to make the hair go to the right side like that. Now as you can see, I don't doesn't look like this guy is looking to the left side, because we can change the mouth. We didn't change that as well. So mouth, we need to find that and change that position. So make him look to the left, and you can see the left eye and the right eye. We need to change that, change the position a bit more to the left, something like that. And the left eye, the right eye, move it to the right side. Okay, we can see so you know what, let's just copy back these keyframes. So I can just copy the mouth, the left eye and the right eye keyframe, and copy and paste them over. So now they are at the center. I'm going to select all these layers and just drag them to the left. So I want them to look to the left. We can see that the air is like overlapping our eye. So to fix that, we can just simply close this, and we can just collapse all these layers, and then we can just select our ear, which is right over here, left ear and the right ear, and we can just move it under our head like so. Okay, and then you can see we don't have that problem anymore. So let's search for position again, and you can see we have these movements going on, looking to the right and to the left. Okay, so then again we'll just move 10 frames forward, and we can just basically copy these keyframes and paste them at the playhead. Let's just do that. Going to be a long tutorial, guys, like I said, but never mind. So if you're following, let's just continue. So once you do that, and then we'll just move to the next 10 frames, and now we'll make him look to the top. So again, I'm going to copy the first keyframe and paste it, copy the first keyframe and paste it at the playhead like so, and just keep on doing that, copy and paste. Now it's back to its original position, and now we can just again select the right eye, the left eye and the mouth. I just like to start with these 3 layers first, and I'll just move them to the top like that, and we'll also move the position of the head, and I'll just move it somewhere over there. Now as you are moving your head towards the sky, we can see that the shadow is a bit more visible under our neck. So that's really cool effect. And yeah, then we need to change the position of our hairline. So we can just move it to the top like that, and we can make the ears right and the left ear, which is right here, the left ear and the right ear. We can basically select these 2 keyframes, and we can just move it down a bit like that, and the hair we'll just select that, and we can move the hair down as well like so. So now we have this animation. Okay, looks pretty cool. And then again we'll move 10 frames forward, copy the keyframes, and well, basically, yeah, let's just copy these keyframes and paste them over. Okay, so once you do that, let's just go to the next 10 frames, and again we'll bring the position, bring the face back to its bring the character's face back to its original position. So we'll just copy the first keyframe and paste it at the position of our playhead. like that. And now we will make him look down. So we can just select the, always start with the mouth and the left eye, the right eye. We can just drag it down like that. And then we have the head, and the head will also go down, so something like that maybe. And so just want to keep the shadow a bit visible right there. And then we'll change the position of the left ear and the right ear. So I'll just select the last keyframe of the left ear and the last keyframe of the right ear, and I can just move it to the top. I think, yeah, it should move to the top. So let's just move it right here, somewhere over here, yeah, somewhere in the middle. And then we will change the position of our hair, so the hair will go down, or maybe at the top like that. Move it to the top like so. And our hairline, let's see where it goes. So let's select the hairline, the last keyframe, and we can move it down like that. So let's see our animation. Yeah, pretty cool. So now this guy is looking down, and then we can just copy these keyframes and onto the next 10th frame, paste this keyframe, repeat the process with all these keyframes, and then we have the last one. Okay, so then we'll move to the next 10th frame, and we'll just finish our animation by copying the first keyframe and pasting to it at the position of the playhead. Okay, and we are pretty much done. So let's just see, let's bring it back. So let's take a look at our animation. So I was looking to the left, top and bottom. Oopsie, there we go, there we have the problem. So now we have this problem right here. Maybe I have forgot to copy the position keyframe, so it should be at 65. Yeah, like I said, I just forgot to copy this keyframe, copy and paste it at the playhead. So now it should be all good. Yeah, so now what you can do is, now if you want more faster movement or a bit slower movement, you can just select all these keyframes, and for faster movement you can hold the Alt key and just drag these keyframes towards the right side of your timeline, and now you have more smoother animation, I mean the slower animation. But if you want it to be fast, you know what you have to do, you just have to select these keyframes and just drag them to the left side by holding the Alt key. Okay, and then maybe you can just convert these keyframes to manual Bezier. And that is pretty much it. So that's how you can rig a character's head inside Hitfilm Express. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. Please do consider liking the video, as it took a lot of time creating this. If you feel like contributing to the channel, please do so. I have linked PayPal, my PayPal account, in the description. It will also help this channel and also motivate me in making more tutorials for you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.